Namaste everyone. How are you all? Welcome back to your online class of social science. So today we will start with political science. The chapter number 1 of political science is Indian Constitution. So we are living in India, so let's study about the Constitution of India. So the chapter starts with a game. Yes, you have to think about a game. So you imagine a game without the rules. There are lots of games: cricket, football, volleyball, and so and so. So just imagine a game which is not having any rules. Say you are thinking about football. In football, we have several rules, but you have to think that you are playing a football game and there are no rules. Then what will happen? Then the players will start touching the ball with their hands. They will kick it with their legs. They will also take the ball in their hands because there are no rules. So when this football game will turn into a rugby game, it will turn into a rugby game in few minutes, right? Because there are no rules. So we can say that rules are fundamental for the game to be successful. If you want a successful game and if you want to distinguish one game from the another game, you need certain rules, because if the rules are not there, then it will lead to chaos, it will lead to conflicts, and it will lead to ladai and jhagda. So we need some basic rules so that a game can become a successful game, and also we can distinguish between one game and the another one. Similarly, our society is also like a football team. So in football team, there will be lots of conflict if there are no rules. So society is also like a football team, and the society also needs some rules. And if these rules will not be there, then it will lead to conflicts, disputes, and tensions among the members of the society. So, society is also like a football team. Laws, or we can say rules, are required to govern the society. If you want a society which is happily living together, then we need certain basic rules and laws to govern that society. Now, what are those rules? A written document in which we find such rules is called a constitution. So, a book which contains these rules and regulations, which contain these laws, that book is called a constitution. So, herein you get the definition of what is constitution. A constitution is a rule book which contains different rules and regulation that helps in governing a country in a much better way. ठीक है, इट इज़ अ रूल बुक जिसमें बहुत सारे रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होते हैं एंड विच हेल्प अस टू गवर्न द कंट्री, विच हेल्प्स in managing the country in a most effective manner. So this is what constitution means. Then what are we going to study in this chapter? Indian constitution के बारे में तो है. Now what all details we have to study about Indian constitution? So we will study that what is the need of a constitution, that is why do we need a constitution. Then second one, we will read about some key features or some important features of Indian constitution, which are federalism, parliamentary form of government, separation of powers, fundamental rights, and secularism. So these points will be our main focus, and this one, why do we need a constitution, this is what we have to study in this chapter, Indian Constitution. So today we will deal with one of the part, that is the need of a constitution. Hanji, so we have question that why does a country need constitution? First of all, I would like to tell you one thing, one important statement, that all the democratic countries, they have constitution. Do you agree with this? Yes, that all the democratic countries, they have their constitution. But it doesn't mean that all the countries which are having constitution are democratic. Please try to understand the statement that, okay, democratic country, they will have their constitution. Okay, perfect. But the second statement is that all the countries which are having constitution, it is not necessary that they are democratic. ऐसा भी हो सकता है that a country is not democratic but it is having a constitution. Like we can take example of China. China tries to represent itself as democratic, but there is single party in China and it is more of monarchy, we can say, because there is single party and thus it also have a constitution. So we can say that all democratic countries have constitution, but all the countries which have constitution are not always democratic. Okay, so with this statement we will start with our topic of that why do we need constitution. Now constitution serves several purposes. See, constitution बहुत सारे पर्पस एक सोसाइटी में सर्व करता है एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दीज पर्पसेस विच आर बीइंग सर्व्ड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इट बिकम्स इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो वी हैव टू स्टडी अबाउट व्हाट ऑल purposes does the constitution serves. Number one is, we will study about this first point only, that it lays out certain ideals. A particular constitution, it lays out certain fundamental ideals, certain fundamental principles that form the basis of the kind of country that citizen aspire to live. Now try to understand this statement, that it lays out certain ideals. Constitution में कुछ principles, कुछ ideals होते हैं, and those ideals are what? Those ideals are those kind of principles which the citizen of the country aspire. Means the citizen of the country, they want certain principles, they want certain kind of society, and the constitution provides those principles which will fulfill the aspire of the, which will fulfill the needs of its citizen. For example, suppose all the citizens in the country, they want that there should be no discrimination, there should be no inequalities. Obviously, we as the citizen of a country, what do we aspire? We aspire for equality. We doesn't want any kind of inequalities, we don't want any discrimination. So what a country aspire for? It is equality. Now constitution will provide certain principles which will ensure that there is equality in the country. For example, in our constitution we have right to equality. Our constitution guarantee this fundamental right to its citizen, that right to equality is their fundamental right. So this is what this first point is saying, that whatever the citizen of the country aspire for, whatever the citizens of the country desires, the constitution tries to inculcate those points in the constitution so that the citizens can get a reason to follow the constitution. Because whatever we want, whatever we need, whatever we aspire for, those things are mentioned in the constitution through various laws and principles. So this is the first purpose which the constitution serves, that it lays out certain ideals that form the basis of that country that the citizens aspire to live in. Now what will happen with this? It helps to arrive at a common consensus. अब इन certain principles और certain ideals को lay down करने के बाद it helps the citizens to arrive at a common consensus. Now what does consensus means? It means that all the citizens are agreeing for some common norm, or all the citizen or a group of people, they agree for a particular thing. That is what consensus means. You know that India is a very diverse country. Different religious communities are living here. We are very diverse in terms of language, we have different castes, we have different religion, people belong to different regions. So there is lot of diversity there, and these people, these communities, these diverse groups, they share certain common beliefs, but it is not necessary that they all will agree on all the issues together. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता ना, because we are very diverse and it is not possible that all the groups, all the diverse groups, they are agreeing on all the issues. Sometimes there will be conflicts because people belong to different ethnic groups, different religious groups. So there is a possibility of conflict and tension between these different groups. That is why what constitution do? It lays down certain basic principles, certain basic rules, and which all the people have to follow. Now, when the constitution have given you certain basic rules and all the people belonging to different diverse group, they have to follow those basic rules, then what will happen? There will be a general consensus क्योंकि सभी लोग इन rules को follow कर रहे हैं, and it will lead to coordination and it will lead to minimal conflicts. And that is what consensus means. That constitution will provide some basic principles and basic rules, and all the people will agree on that rules. They will follow those rules, and there will be more coordination and there will be no conflict. Hence, constitution upholds the idea of ideas, values and beliefs of citizen of a country. इसलिए all the diverse groups, their ideas, their beliefs are taken into account and some basic principles are formed and everyone will agree for those principles. Now, to understand this point in a much detailed manner, we will study about the story of Nepal. But I want that first of all you should read about the story of Nepal, which is given in your book. First you will read about the story and then I will explain. Okay, so in the next video I will tell you about the story of Nepal and we will also do the further topics. So your homework is to read the story of Nepal, which is given in your book, and also you will read one more story. I will tell you and I will mark it in the PDF so that you can read them. And also please remember, today is Thursday and today is your submission day of chapter number 1, history. Some of you have already submitted it. I will tell the names who have submitted their work before time, and I really appreciate their good efforts. Keep up the good work, and rest of the students, please submit it today. So we will continue with our chapter in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.